called Micro Interactions, and there's a woman named Barbara Fredrickson who's
like the
studied
small talk stuff.
Small talk with your barista, with the cashier, with the other people online has a quantitative and qualitative impact on your happiness.
The Mercedes-Benz Interview Lounge.
Hey, so Dan Harris, going back, if you're wondering, like, who's this guy? He sounds like he has it much more together than the other people in that room.
He does.
We met Dan 11 years ago.
If you compare me to Skiri, I'm doing great. I just want to...
Yeah, we need to. There we go. Shot fired. It was 11 years ago. 11 years ago, this book came out called 10. What is it called? Oh my God.
10% Happier.
10% Happier. Oh my gosh. 10% Happier. About how this incredible journalist, Dan Harris from ABC News, through a crazy, not even whimsical, a crazy odd turn of events, discovered meditation was for him. I mean, you were reporting for ABC News religion and all spirituality stories, right?
I was like a straight, kind of pull up the rear end anchorman, and
my God, how do I get that job?
Yeah. Well, wow, you're really.
Okay, so
we found ourselves in a situation, ladies and gentlemen, where I'm at a fork in the road.
You would see Dan doing all these things on ABC, Nightline, this and that, and he had the ABC News conservative look. The hair's perfect, and you seemed very like a conservative guy.
Yes, and then I took a huge risk, which is I told the story publicly that I had a panic attack on Good Morning America in front of north of 5 million people that was largely occasioned by cocaine.
Yeah, he was doing blow all night.
Yes, I was not actually doing blow all night the night before I had the panic attack, but I was doing enough blow in an ambient way in my life that produced this panic attack. And then after I had the panic attack on air, which, by the way, if you Google panic attack on air, it's the #1 result. My mother is very proud of that. After I had that panic attack, I got interested in meditation.
Right.
And then I wrote a book about it. And you were one of the earliest and most vocal and warmest supporters. Aww. Really helped that book become a success. And then I ultimately retired from the news game, and now I'm like a full-time happiness weirdo.
Are you 10% happier or more?
I believe that the 10% compounds annually. It's like a good investment that grows over time. And so it's the incredibly. I used to travel around the world, find the worst news, and deliver it to you. And now I have one really good piece of news that I travel the world disseminating, which is that your brain is trainable in small, manageable ways, including meditation, but there are many other modalities, and we'll talk about some of them today, that can help you do your life just a little bit better, and that grows over time.
And of course, timing is everything. Dan was with us exactly 1 year ago.
Yes.
You came on to talk about meditation, how it's important to be mindful of this and that, especially during this holiday season, because it's such a stressful, effed up time of year. Mm-hmm. And then you came and joined us at our holiday party. Yes. And my assumption is this. I was telling this on the air earlier. We think you only show up because you want an invite to the holiday party. You are invited.
Thank you.
It's next Wednesday.
We're having Mexican this time.
You were having Mexican? Yeah. Okay. Is it from a gas station?
No. Actually, the place used to be a limousine gas station.
Like depot?
Yeah, it's a limousine depot. Anyway, doesn't matter. So it's also interesting to me that in this 11 years since we met you, since 10% Happier came out, how meditation is so much more recognized and the norm when it comes to a lot of people. Back then, a lot of people went, oh, God, is that some sort of Satan worship?
I had a conversation with Barbara Walters, who was my colleague at ABC News, and I told her I'm working on a book about meditation, and she said, with no hesitation, don't quit your day job.
Oh,
yeah,
Barbara.
God rest her soul, Barbara Walters.
Look at her now.
Oh, Jesus.
Dark.
Too soon.
Anyway, I did quit my day job because you're right, Elvis. I mean, about some stuff. You were right specifically about the fact that meditation 11 years ago was this weird, hippie, niche concern, and now it's kind of like commonly accepted mental hygiene.
Well, even back then, 11 years ago, when you were sharing this story to all of us who needed to hear it about meditation, the military was already into it.
Yes.
I mean, big, huge corporations were totally into it.
Yes.
And seeing results.
Yes, that's true. And it was being adopted in like elite corners of the culture, but it wasn't like commonly practiced. And my job was, or my hope was, to kind of nudge it into the mainstream. Over those 11 years, I've gotten interested in things way beyond meditation. I just think that there are so many ways that we can improve our lives based on ancient wisdom and modern science, and that's what I focus on. So I try to make myself into a happiness Swiss Army knife. I can just help you with any situation.
It's also kind of crazy since we've met you, how many more people have anxiety and how many more people need something like this.
Yes. And talking about anxiety.
And especially in adolescence. I cannot believe how many kids suffer from this now.
Yes. I mean, there are many theories as to why this is. I think one of them is technology. It's isolating, and we need other human beings in order to be happy. And I mean, one of the curses of being a human being is that we need others to thrive, and yet other people are a titanic pain in the you-know-what. And can we say ass here?
Ass, please ass away.
So they're a titanic ass ache, other people. And so one of the skills that I think is really important around the holidays is learning how to deal with difficult people. But what we have now are young people who, through no fault of their own, the fault is ours, we've created a world where young people are not interacting with other people. They're not learning the skills of dealing with difficult people. They're not learning the skills of managing their own emotions in contact with other people, and that leads to anxiety.
Let's talk about it then. It's the holidays. Let's just get to by the way, Dan Harris is here. 10% Happier, but also the podcast. Are you still doing the app as well?
I have a podcast. I will be launching my new app in a week called 10% with Dan Harris. Yep. But you can get it through danharris.com. Anyway, enough plugging. Well, how can I help?
Okay. We are right in the middle of the stress. I mean, I know that everyone has different things thrown at them for different reasons during this time of year. You know, we've got concerts, people have gifts, people have family coming in, people have loneliness.
Yes.
What are the surefire ways to get started on this journey without having to fully immerse into knowing everything you need to know about meditation?
Yeah, look, I mean, again, as I was saying earlier, I don't think I started my kind of side hustle and post-news career talking about meditation, and I always am happy to talk about that. But there are so many other ways to improve your life. Let's talk about loneliness. One really simple way to mitigate your loneliness is to volunteer. If you feel isolated, a great way to meet other people is to go help other people. And why are you nodding, Gandhi? Because,
Gandhi is the big one in that one.
And I started doing it because you said one of the remedies to anxiety is action.
Yes.
And after you said that, I was like, that is what makes me feel really good about volunteering. Because it does take something off of your shoulders.
What are you volunteering as?
There are a couple different things. My favorite one that we do is a community cook, where we meet and we make a bunch of food for people who need it. And we don't serve it or anything. We just cook a ton of food. And you get to do it with your friends and do something fun and move on.
So have you found that this is a great way to boost your social contact?
Yeah.
I mean,
absolutely.
And that's a huge thing. Whether you're an introvert or an extrovert, we all need other human beings in order to be happy. Of course, everything about modern culture militates against that. It drives us into individual achievement. It drives us into our own individualized news feeds, and et cetera, et cetera. But that's counter-evolutionary. This is how modern life makes us sick. Literally makes us sick. It drives up anxiety. It drives up autoimmune diseases, all sorts of negative psychological and physiological results from the way the culture is set up right now. But what you're doing is like a heroic counter-programming. We need to get involved, and we need to be involved with other human beings, and volunteering is a great way to do that.
People need us. People need you. And if it's not to cook them a meal, it's to read to them. It's to just look them in the eye and say, hi, good to see you. I mean, that's the thing. And this is the fourth time I've mentioned this on this show. When you're standing in line at the supermarket or whatever, and you have people in front of you, you look at your phone and start doom scrolling, whatever. My point is this, and I've started to do this more and more. I don't look at my phone when I'm in idle form, because when you look at your phone and hang out, you're ignoring yourself. You're looking at other people and what their thoughts are all about. I dare you, I challenge you to look at the person in front of you or behind you in line and have a conversation with them.
There's science about this.
Talk about it.
It's called micro interactions, and there's a woman named Barbara Fredrickson who's
like the
studied
small talk stuff?
Small talk with your barista, with the cashier, with the other people online has a quantitative and qualitative impact on your happiness. In other words, if you just make it a practice to talk to strangers or even just to colleagues in the office who you might otherwise ignore, your happiness will improve. That just IV drip of positive interactions throughout the day is a massive lever to pull.
Well, you see, as I get older, I'm like a granddad. I'll talk to anyone and everyone, and Alex gets mad at me. Shut up. They don't want to hear you. They don't understand your humor. I'm like, no, they do. I get yelled at. Like Froggy, his dad. Every time they go to the grocery store or if they're at a restaurant, he just says anything and everything with little or no filter.
He talks to everybody.
Yeah.
The thing is, he's making friends. I mean, they like him. Everyone else is embarrassed.
My grandfather, his name was Sam Harris. He was a carpenter over the river in Jersey. A terrible carpenter because he chopped off 3 of his own fingers. And he, through my whole childhood, would go up to strangers with his good thumb and say, "Pull my thumb." And then he would substitute it with the stump. And that explains my whole personality.
Is this the root of all of your evil?
Yes.
I love it.
Yes. That's a window into my soul.
Sam Harris. God loves Sam Harris.
He would show up at jobs with an electric hammer and ask people, "Where do I plug this in?" Mm-hmm.
Dan Harris is here, son of Sam Harris.
Mm-hmm.
Son of Sam Harris.
Son of Sam.
Grandson of Sam. I just want to be clear.
So let's analyze this, guys. So Scary, your favorite producer behind me.
Uh-huh.
Hi, how are you?
Just handed
That's scary?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Just handed me a note. I'm going to read the note in his own handwriting, mind you. What's your advice, Dan, for someone on their way to a thankless job and toxic work environment? Asking for a friend, Scary? How do they deal or make a change?
Has anybody noticed the similarity between his handwriting and the Unabomber?
Let's send this to the lab.
Yeah,
Yes.
you could never sit in solitude that long.
Okay, think about this.
Never.
Okay, you just sat in traffic on the way
Yes.
down from your beautiful sprawling estate in the hills of wherever it is. Think of everyone who's sitting in traffic right now.
Yes.
They're not alone because they have us on. Okay, so they can hear us. But maybe they're leaving a place that they want to get out of at home, or they're going to a job, like Scary says, it's toxic and they don't want to be there. But they do have this bridge of time between the two.
Yes.
How do you use these moments, these micro moments of your day, to totally reshift your mind and prepare for whatever hell could or may not be waiting for you?
So many little things that I find helpful in these situations. First of all, let me just validate the life circumstances for many people listening right now may be really unpleasant. And I do not have a magic wand, and there are no magic wands. So anybody who takes the mic and starts telling you they have some way to solve all of your problems, you should be very suspicious. But there are little things you can do that can compound over time. So one of them is super simple, and it's the type of thing that your mom told you when you were young, which is taking a deep breath, but to do it in a very specific way. There's a technique called straw breathing where you deep inhale through the nose, deep inhale, and then you want an exhale through the lips with lips pursed as if you're blowing through a straw, and you want that exhale to be 3 or 4 times the length of the inhale. Sitting in traffic or any moment of frustration through the day, you can do this actually in a way that people won't even notice you're doing it. 3 deep breaths and then long exhalations like that can reset the nervous system and fortify you to deal with whatever annoyance lies ahead. It's not going to solve all of your life circumstances, but can help you navigate in a more supple way. Can I offer one other suggestion?
You can offer 17 more
Okay.
situations.
Have you guys heard of self-compassion?
No.
Okay, it sounds vaguely autoerotic and weird, but it is. Yeah, I know. I'm always just tempting you to be as dirty as possible. That just the look on your face. There's so many, I see 75 comments scrolling through your mind right now.
I feel seen.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to do. Self-compassion is we live in a culture where we are encouraged to kick our own asses all the time and to compare ourselves to other people and to feel this ambient sense of insufficiency, always behind, never enough. And so how do you counter program against this? There is a large and growing body of science to suggest that something called self-compassion can really help. And it is essentially talking to yourself the way you would talk to a good friend. We all have this capacity to talk to our kids, our friends, our mentees at work in a supportive way, to give good advice, to reassure, to just be there for them in dark moments. You can channel that capacity and direct it toward yourself, literally just by talking to yourself in a supportive way. So for me, I'm in a moment of irrational fear about losing everything. Mm-hmm. Stop. Notice this is happening. Okay, yeah. I'm in a moment of anxiety. Step number 1. Step number 2, and this is where it gets a little cheesy, hand on the chest. You can put your hand on your heart. You can hug yourself. A lot of data to show this triggers the parasympathetic nervous system. In other words, the aspects of your nervous system that are activated when you're resting. So it just relaxes you. And then you just say to yourself what you would say to a good friend using your own name. I'll say usually, dude, I know you're worried about losing everything and living in a flop house, but that's irrational. You're totally fine. And even if it did happen, you'd still have your wife and son and all of your friends and your purpose on earth to help other people. You're good. Moments like that in the car right now, if you're on your way to a terrible job or you're leaving a domestic situation that stinks, again, I can't fix all of that for you, but I can help you navigate it by regulating your nervous system, deep breaths, as I mentioned, and then talking to yourself in a supportive way, especially if you're alone and there's nobody to share your problems with. You can be your own support system. Doesn't mean you don't need other people. You do. But you have a lot within your own mind and heart right now that can help you. Does that make sense what I'm saying?
I call it giving yourself grace.
Perfect.
Because I do it with my son when he was coming off of an injury and he thought he was, it's time, get back out there, and I go, hey, gotta give yourself some grace.
Yeah.
You're not going to come back and be perfect, but you're going to come back and do your best.
Yes.
So.
And can you talk to yourself that way, Danielle?
Not as much as I can talk to him that way.
Right. But now that I'm saying it, does it seem like something you could do?
Yeah, I can definitely try it.
It's just a habit that we need to develop. And again, you're going to fall off the wagon. You're going to fall into self-criticism or self-hatred or whatever. But can you remember, there is this tool.
Yeah.
I don't need anybody else to do it. And I can practice it.
It's the opposite of what we typically do. This morning on the way to work, coming down 6th Avenue or up, I started thinking about what I have to get done today. I started thinking about Jingle Ball this Friday. I started thinking about the people I have to deal with at Jingle Ball this Friday. And I felt between here and Tribeca, my heart start to beat. Yeah. I'm starting to I'm having conversations with them in my head. Yeah. It's not good. I'm texting Nate about a schedule today, and I started feeling myself getting more and more just crazy. And then what we don't have the practice of doing in our own heads is stopping ourselves. Mm-hmm. Like, why am I saying this to myself right now? Why is my heartbeat lifting? Why are my palms sweaty? Being self-aware of this stuff happening is half the battle for me anyway.
What was the first thing you said to me when I walked in here this morning? Do you remember?
I said, I really want to spank your butt.
That was the second thing.
What did I say? What did I say?
You said something critical about yourself and how you look. It was the first thing you said to me.
I did.
Yeah. And that is what we're doing all day long. You just externalized it.
I've been doing that all morning to myself.
Yes. And can you just notice when that's happening and say, Danielle, you look fine. And who are you comparing yourself against? Are you comparing yourself against yourself 10 years ago? Well, are you saying that time should not apply to you? Are you comparing yourself to the people you're seeing in your Instagram feed? Well, those people are using filters and showing you a very curated aspect of their lives. Can you just apply basic wisdom that you would share with your son to yourself in that moment when you look in the mirror? And I do it too. I look in the mirror, I'm like, wow, you look doughy today, or you look like an overripe turnip, or whatever it is.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I do that all the time. Because a woman who I really respect, Sonia Renee Taylor, says when she notices self-criticism, she realizes that's the voice of the system. That's the voice of the culture filtering through me, applying the culture's standards to my standards. And can you just learn over time to sort of counter program that?
Okay. I think it's creepy. You remember the first thing I said to you when you walked in. And we'll get to that in a moment. Okay, so Dan Harris is here. I'm going to ask you a question. Will you actually come back later in the show?
I'll come back anytime.
Because there's a guy that's so hot waiting in the other room.
Yeah, No offense, but
No. I take no. I mean, does he come to the Christmas party too?
maybe.
No, we're going to invite him. No. I want you to come back because we want to continue this conversation.
I have so many questions.
I know Gandhi has a million questions, and we're not done with you, Dan. We're not done with you.
Yeah.
And
I'm not going anywhere.
You're not done with us. Well, okay, but you have to get out of that chair, though.
Okay.
Oh,
No.
poor Dan.
No, sit down. What are you doing?
That's how you know your family.
That's it.
Get out.
Get out, Dan.
No, I know that there are a lot of people listening. There are a billion people listening, for once, that really want to hear what else we have to say about this because it is holidays and this is the perfect time of year to be focusing on being stressed. Anxiety levels are up there, and just the sound of your voice is calming a lot of people
Oh my
down.
gosh, 100%.
All right, so Dan Harris is coming back. We also have to play a round of Family Feud.
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah.
Match game.
And someone has a whistly booger. I've been hearing it.
It might be me.
Oh.
Okay, well, we got to move on.
I don't know.
If you could blow your nose because Lucien Liviscount is coming in from Emily in Paris.
Yeah. You watch Emily in Paris?
No,
Oh,
I mean it's on
so-
Netflix, right?
It's so good.
Yes.
You better watch.
That's Phil Collins' daughter.
Yes.
who's
Yeah.
the lead. Yes.
Uh-huh.
But she has not made it today because her character irritates the hell out of me.
Okay, don't.
Oh.
I like her as an actor.
But we like Alfie.
But anyway,
That's
so Alfie, Lucien Liviscount is here. Season 5 of Emily in Paris is debuting December 18th. Which
Yeah,
is
soon.
Like soon, in a week. He's coming in, but you got to come back.
I'm happy to. I'm just trying to figure out when I should get up and leave the chair.
What's going on? I'll tell you what's going on. Dan Harris is back. I like this. This is a new format. We have a guest on, and we get really, really deep, and then they leave. We bring another guest on. Then we go back to guest A because we feel like we just didn't get enough out of them.
Yeah.
We need more from you, Dan.
I'm just out there with an IV drip of gas station food and pastry.
It's nice.
Good. I'll stay here forever.
May I say, if you were listening earlier when Dan Harris arrived, the response on our text message machine or whatever this thing is was huge.
Can we just stop for a second on text message machine?
It's a thing.
This contraption. Leave me alone. So Dan, we're all very good friends with Dan, as you can tell, because he's being quite a butthole. Hey, so anyway, where were we? So, of course, we met Dan 11 years ago. He came out with this book called 10 Minutes. I'm 10% Happier. Seems like I'd remember the name of the book that introduced us. 10% Happier, meaning, you find this life of awareness and meditation, and you can at least be 10% happier in your life because you're now aware, you're taking care of yourself, you're trying to erase anxiety. I mean, all the great things that meditation does and continues to do. I need it right now.
I was just going to ask you, how is your meditation? Is it?
Obviously, I'm a little rusty.
When I met you, you actually had a pretty stable practice at that time. Yeah,
I did. It comes and goes. And it seems as if as I become more anxious in life, I meditate less, which seems... Is that a natural thing?
I think it makes complete sense because life seems less in control and it's spiraling a little bit, and so you don't feel like you have the time, and that's a bit of a kind of death spiral because you feel like you have less time and then you're more anxious, but you're not making time for the things that actually will help you be less anxious. So you kind of have to make a concerted effort to break that spiral sometimes. I'm not saying it has to be meditation. It could be exercise, taking a walk, whatever does it for you. You kind of have to. I don't know. I'll ask you, Danielle. I remember talking about this last year. Mm-hmm. I think you feel a little guilty making time for yourself.
Yes. Mm-hmm. If I'm doing something, yeah. Because you want to do stuff for your kids all the time and, whatever. So if you make time for yourself, a lot of times you feel like, oh, I shouldn't be doing that.
Yes. And this is very common, and I completely get it, and it comes from a good place.
Yeah.
However, you can't be there for your kids or anybody else if you're not taking time for yourself. The cliche is you can't pour from an empty cup. So you're actually doing the best thing for your kids if you put on your calendar, I need 30 minutes to take a walk. I need 30 minutes to do whatever.
I do it every day. I walk every day. No matter how cold it is or whatever's happening, that's my day.
You posted from the
I did.
frozen tundra walking yesterday.
I was in my coat and hat and gloves, and I had my Audible, and it was just my hour.
Do you spend time on those walks practicing glorious expletive-filled speeches you're going to deliver to Elvis about various things?
No, I listen to Audible.
Why no? See, Danielle will pop her Audible. We'll pop an edible. Like Gandhi and I, we pop an edible and go for a walk.
Yeah.
You know what? I think this is going to be mind-blowingly relaxing, what's about to occur here on this show.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
It's now time to play Match Game.
Are we doing edibles for this?
Yes, you may need
Do
to.
you want them?
It's time to... Yes,
Gandhi's like, are you holding?
She's dying to do mushrooms with you, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I
Oh,
want.
man, I'm scared of that stuff.
Good.
Dan.
Be very scared. It's now time to match the stars.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we couldn't find a star, so we asked Dan Harris to come in.
And so it begins.
You know how a Match Game works, right?
Did that joke come to you on the text message machine?
Yes. Okay. I'm not gonna.
I think I know how the match game goes.
Okay. Let's just jump into it. We have two contestants ready to go. They're ready to play. Monica from Staten Island. Monica, how you feeling? You in a good mood today?
Good morning, guys. Yes, talking to you just made my year.
Look at that. See, Dan, people like us.
You know, there's no accounting for taste.
Wow.
All right, don't listen to him, Monica. All right, Monica, I'm going to read a sentence out here or a thought, and there's going to be a blank in the middle of this thing. Now, I'm going to ask you to think of a word to fill in the blank, but don't say it out loud because I want the stars to write down what they think you're going to say and see how many matches you get. That's what we call it. Match Game.
All right.
You ready?
Which 70s porn did you take that song from?
Wow.
This is Match Game music.
Oh, it is?
Match Game 73.
It's one I borrowed from you. Here we go. Okay, listen closely. Don't answer out loud, Monica. I want you to just think about it, okay? Here we go. Frosty said it's hard being a snowman. Every time someone takes a selfie with him, their hands end up on his blank.
Oh.
All right, just think about that. It's a snowman. He said, God, it's really rough being a snowman. Every time someone takes a selfie with me, their hands end up on my blank. So keep in mind, Frosty is a snowman. Take that into account. And we're not trying to be funny. We're trying to get matches with Monica.
Oh, that's right. Serious. Serious, Dan. Serious.
Got it.
This is
Okay.
not a time for you to be Mr. Comedian.
Okay, all right.
Let's not start that.
Right, I wrote down a Shakespeare quote. I was going to take it real serious.
Here we go. Monica, Frosty says it's hard being a snowman. Every time someone takes a selfie with me, they end up putting their hands all over my what?
Carrot.
Okay, carrot.
That's a good one.
They put their hands all
Thank
over
you,
my carrot.
Danielle.
That is fabulous. All right, Scary.
Yeah.
Frosty. Oh, I hate being a snowman, said Frosty. Every time I do take a selfie with someone, they can't keep their hands off my pipe.
Oh. Okay, all right.
Buzzer. All right. Sorry. He's trying to be funny. Gandhi.
Yes.
Frosty hates being a snowman because taking selfies with him, they always put their hands on his
I said big old stick.
big old stick.
Yeah.
Stick.
Like little arms, little twists.
Oh, he had sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. Let's go over to Nate.
We're at 0 so far.
Nate, Frosty hates being a snowman because selfie time, they put their hands on his snowballs. Snowballs.
Hey.
That's good. That's good.
See,
That's good.
no one's trying to match. Danielle.
Yeah.
Frosty hates taking selfies. They put their hands on his.
I too had pipe.
I'm sorry, Monica. This is awful. Let's go to
Sorry,
Dan.
Monica.
Maybe Dan will save the day. Hey, Dan Harris.
Oh.
What up, y'all? Carrot.
Hold on. Oh, he said carrot. He said carrot. All right, we got a match.
Sorry, I jumped the gun. You were supposed to read it, and I was supposed to fill it
It's
in. I
okay.
apologize.
It's all right. I'm no
Yes,
Gene Rayburn.
He just called me premature carrot. I just want to make
Hold
sure
on, hold on.
that gets emphasized.
Monica, having one match is better than usual. So you're
It is.
ahead of the game. Hold on. You're doing great, Dan.
Thank you.
Just keep doing what you're doing.
Constant reassurance is what I need.
All right.
Like
Let's,
physically, how would it be the carrot?
Well,
The carrot's on his face.
don't they usually put a carrot on his wiener?
Oh, well, in that case, does
Isn't
it
that what they do? Don't they do that?
Nose.
Oh. I'd put it down there.
Of course you do.
Okay, moving on.
They had a match. It doesn't matter.
Hello, Claudine from beautiful Mystic, Connecticut. How is it up there in beautiful Mystic today?
It's beautiful and cold.
I
And
know,
thank
it's
you for
cold up
making me
there.
laugh first thing in the morning.
We love Mystic. Well, okay, Claudine. Your friend Monica from Staten Island only has one match with the world-famous Dan Harris, author, who gave us 10% Happier. I want you to read
Yes,
that.
and thanks to you, I learned about Dan Harris, and I meditate every morning now, and it makes a huge difference. So thank you.
Amazing.
Look
Look
at
at you
that.
changing lives.
No,
Elvis.
you did it, not me. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can get more than one match, Claudine.
Okay.
Here we go. Now, don't give us your answer immediately. I want people to have a chance to write down the answers. Okay, Mrs. Claus claims Santa gets kind of handsy around the holidays. She exclaimed, "Just last night, he grabbed my blank, thinking it was a stocking."
Oh.
Don't answer yet. The stars are going to write down your answer. You're a
I'm trying
star.
to think of an answer.
Mrs. Claus claims Santa gets all handsy during the holidays. Just last night, he grabbed my blank, thinking it was a stocking. Okay.
This is tough.
This is a tough one.
Oh, man.
This is really hard.
See, I would say something
lost
stupid,
on
like,
this one.
I would say stocking.
Yeah.
He grabbed my stocking, thinking it was a stocking.
Thinking it was a stocking.
Exactly. It's a stupid answer. That's why I'm not playing. I'm the host.
Oh, I don't think I think Monica's going to kick my butt.
No, I don't know.
you
This
never know.
crew's kind of weird. All right, here we go. Claudine, Mrs. Claus, I don't know. Mr. Claus gets kind of handsy with her around the holidays. Just last night, he grabbed her blank thinking it was a stocking. What do you think it was?
Her gigantic panties.
Panties.
Oh, that's
Gigantic.
Good. That's good.
Okay. Lock me in, Scary, with the bell. The bell. That means we're locked in.
Oh, man.
Oh, Monica, good luck with your prize, man.
All right. All right. He thought my panties were a stocking. Scary. Mrs. Claus, wow. That Mr. Claus is all handsy. He keeps grabbing her blank thinking it was a stocking. What is your answer?
Merkin.
What?
What is a merkin?
Oh, Dan.
Dan, look up Google Merkin, Dan.
Merkin.
I don't have my phone on me.
It's a wig for a body part that's not your head.
It's
Oh, okay.
pubic toupee.
If you've got alopecia south of the border,
Let's not overthink it.
Okay.
Gandhi. Hey, Gandhi. Yo, Gandhi.
Yes.
Mrs. Claus says Mr. Claus is all handsy around the holidays. Just last night, he grabbed her blank thinking it was a stocking.
I said cookie.
Cookie.
Yeah.
That's
Hey.
Good answer.
That's good.
Sorry.
Wow, that's
a little more subtle than Scary.
That's a long cookie. Hey, Nate.
Yes.
Turn on Nate's mic, would you?
I got it.
Hey, Nate. Mrs. Claus claims Santa's getting handsy around the holidays. She says just last night he grabbed my blank thinking it was a stocking.
I said bonnet.
What?
She does wear that, doesn't she?
She does. Yeah.
A bonnet.
Bonnet?
Yeah, that little
You
hat
have a
thing.
bee in yours.
The thing you've got I've got a bee in my bonnet right now.
Bee in your bonnet.
Danielle,
Yeah.
please, we're looking for panties. Who isn't? Mrs. Claus says Santa's handsy grabbed her blank, thought it was a stocking. What do you think it is?
Boobies.
Boobies. See, that's funny. That's funny. And finally, we go to Dan Harris. Claudine, keep in mind, this man
Oh, come on, Dan.
is the guy that
Dan.
got you to meditate.
You got me to meditate. You got to say panties.
Hey, Dan, you have to say panties. Mrs. Claus claims Santa gets handsy around the holidays. She says just last night he grabbed my blank thinking it was a stocking, and you said
I said leg.
leg.
That makes sense.
It makes sense.
Sorry.
This was a tough question.
All right,
It was.
it's been great meeting you. Hold on, Claudia. You don't walk away empty-handed. We're going to send you something.
Oh, yeah, you do.
No, you don't. We got something. Andy, send her something.
Okay, I'll think about it.
Thank you.
Andy, do you have any panties back there, Andy?
Andy panties.
Yeah.
Hello, Monica. You won with only one match. You did it. What do you got for our friend Monica?
Oh, thanks to the DeLonghi Giving Tree, it's the La Specialista Orte Evo.
Wow.
Oh my God! Ask for it by name.
The built-in grinder and professional barista kit gives you the precision to craft your perfect cup.
You know we love DeLonghi.
Comes with a merkin.
It does.
Dan, we taught Dan something today.
In the business, we call that a callback.
Is that it?
We also call that losing a client.
Yeah.
We
Sorry.
love you, DeLonghi. Thank you for being a client for so many years.
Yes.
We're gonna miss you.
My apologies.
Hold on and enjoy your new DeLonghi. By the way, DeLonghi, perfect. I'm gonna have a little pick me up right now. Hey, we have a few moments with Dan, don't we?
No.
Podcast.
How about Dan comes back next year?
What about for the podcast? Can he stay for the podcast?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's going to stay for the podcast.
Yeah.
But he's not. What? Nate, just say it.
He'll be coming back soon.
Yeah. Danielle, don't say anything because you're wrecking his plans.
Oh, sorry. Erase.
I thought Dan was staying for the podcast, but he is, but it's for a later date.
Oh.
Got it.
Okay, Dan.
Behind the curtain.
I love you guys. Happy holidays.
No, not so fast. Not so fast. First of all, we're having our lunch next Wednesday. We'd love for you to be there. Secondly, the app is coming out when? Are you talking about this?
Yeah, I have if you go to danharris.com, you can get all of my stuff, including the New Year's free meditation challenge. We're going to onboard you to meditation if you've fallen off the wagon like Elvis Duran or you want to start. It's a good place to go, danharris.com.
You know me, always on a wagon. Hey, but before you leave, I need one more thing from you.
Yeah.
Everyone driving to work right now.
Mm-hmm.
I love that silence right there, by the way. It's so important we have silence. To me, that's my go-to place.
Mm-hmm.
I got in trouble once. People were talking about being anxious. I said, you know what I want you to do? Turn off your radio right now and be with yourself. And the manager calls, what are you doing? There go our ratings. I went, it's okay. We can sacrifice ratings for a day. But what is your advice for someone right now who is in the thick of it? It's the holiday season, and we're going through these. I feel like I'm sitting in an electric chair times. So what do you say?
I'm going to calibrate my answer to how much time we have left.
Don't
how
do
much
that.
time do we have left?
Don't do that. Don't look
Don't
at
do
it.
that?
No, seriously.
Okay. Can I give you a deep and challenging answer?
Yes,
Some
I do.
people might not like this, but if you're dealing with difficult people in your life, as we all are, here's a little phrase you can drop into your mind. When I first heard it, I did not like it because I misinterpreted it. But the phrase is, love no matter what. That does not mean you have to be resigned or passive or a doormat in the face of the difficult people in your life, whether it's your boss or your obnoxious uncle or whatever. It just means recognizing that we all have a whole set of past causes and conditions and traumas that produce our current behavior. And so if you can view the activities of the people in your life who are annoying or obnoxious through the lens of, hey, if I came out of that womb and had the same exact life circumstances, I'd probably be doing the same stuff. Christmas is, I'm told, as a Jew, Jesus' birthday. What was the last thing Jesus said, I believe, was, forgive them, Lord, they know not what they do. And can you bring that spirit? It doesn't mean you don't set boundaries. It doesn't mean you don't stand up for yourself. But you can do all of that without the hatred. And I think this is a good time of year to remember that spirit.
Okay.
Gosh, I love you.
Yeah.
No, but there's more. Even though Nate thinks we're about to take a break. What? Okay, that is a great way of looking at an individual or a group of people who are driving you nuts. What about situations? I'm in a situation now where I've got a calendar that's driving me insane.
Yeah.
I have things I've got to get done by a deadline. Maybe a lot of this is my fault because I'm the one who decided to take it on.
Yeah.
What about situations? Yeah.
Have you thought about exerting the power of no?
A lot.
Yeah.
But sometimes, there's just things coming at you.
Absolutely.
You
But you have a lot of power to say no, and I wonder if your yeses are motivated by people pleasing.
Of course. Now, I want you to speak to everyone listening, not just
Yeah, well, I just say
not just the powerful me.
Say to Elvis and anybody listening, I think you can deploy no in your life, not in an abusive or obnoxious way, but as a self-protective, in the spirit of love no matter what. You deserve love too, and part of loving yourself, and I don't mean self-love in the kind of like knitted on a throw pillow, annoying cliche way. I mean real love of yourself, the way you would love anybody else in your life, is to protect your boundaries and not say yes to everything because you're trying to keep everybody happy in a way that depletes you. Kind of goes back to what I was saying to Danielle earlier. Like, you can't be good to the people in your life if you're not good to yourself. What did there's some great pops line, how are you going to be all in if you're not right within?
Oh, yeah. How you going to win if you ain't right within?
It's the 90s pop star, Lauryn Hill.
Yes.
Lauryn Hill. How are you going to be all in, or how are you going to win if you're not right within? And so you do need to take care of yourself. If you're in an annoying situation and you're feeling overwhelmed, you do need to say no sometimes, and you can do that in a polite way, but you need to you need to prioritize. And I struggle with this too, but over time I learn and then fall off the wagon and then learn again.
Well, then I'm going to ask you to take it to the next level. What about these things that I didn't say no to, but I still have a mountain in front of me I have to climb and take care of? How do I keep myself sane, and get through it?
Are you carving out enough time for yourself within these current restricted boundaries?
Will that help me get all these things on my list checked off? If I carve out some time?
I do. I mean, don't you think if you take some time to fill your own tank, that it can really help you navigate all this stuff? And this, again, I'll broaden it beyond you. We're all in this crazy holiday season where we've got parties and gifts and the whole extra holiday workload added on top of our normal workload. And can you do this counterintuitive thing of like, nope, I'm gonna do whatever it is that fills my cup. If it's Danielle, I'm going to take a walk. If it's me, I'm going to meditate and exercise. I'm going to do that so that I can navigate everything else with a little bit more sanity.
So you're saying I have a list of things to get done. I should add one more thing to the list. And
yes. And I also think...
do my own thing for a few minutes and just relax.
Yes, I also think, to the best of your ability, if you can cross a few of those things off the list or delegate, might be helpful, not just for you, but for everybody.
Or move it to the next list.
Right.
The next
There's nothing
day.
wrong with asking for help. I would say not asking for help is a kind of mistreatment of yourself.
Yes.
That's a very good point. And with that said, we love you, Dan Harris.
Love you right back. Yes.
Come back and see us in the new year with the podcast we're about to record in a few moments.
The Mercedes-Benz Interview Lounge.